What is up, you guys? I didn't even know my hair looks so horrible. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So, my computer is still making that funky sound. Hey, y'all. And from all of the feedback that I got from you guys and from my research on the side, I believe that it is the fan, but I did not get a chance to take it to Geek Squad or anywhere else today. Womp womp. Amanda's here. She's been helping me so much getting these orders out. There's a few fire sale pieces I still need to wrap up. But it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Art resin formed a skin inside the bottle. DJ, did you put the wrong lids? Did you cross-contaminate somehow? Because that's the only way that I know that that would happen. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. So today, I'm going to try to narrow down how we got this like dotted look on this piece. Can't really see it there, but if you saw yesterday's video, you saw, oh, there you go, you can see it now. All those dots. Not sure why that's there, what did it and what not. Love the piece. I do need to clear coat it before I make it available for purchase. If you're interested in it, or Jeff's that he did yesterday, shoot me an email. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those fans that go under it too. My days have gotten away from me so much lately. I don't know if it was a gold, but I have all of the colors that I used yesterday separate. Like I didn't put them back in the batch so I can like try to narrow it down. Also, right before, it's almost still a little bit tacky. Hey Philip, what's up? Long time no see from the Artisan Summit. So I'm gonna try that on these pieces that I did today with Quick Coat. But before that, let's cue some stripper music and get in the resin mood, shall we? So, I took lids off one at a time and put them back on after pouring each one out. Am I out $100? You could reach out to, I almost said reach out to Stone Coat, but that won't do you any good. You could reach out to, the sides are still tacky. Reach out to Art Resin and ask them advice or what happened or whatnot and see what they can do. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I know that if it was Stone Coat, they would help you figure out what happened, possibly replace it with Art Resin. I don't know. I never had an issue with their resin until Jeff got his resin rash. And then we discontinued using it. Don't know. Hey, Clara. Hey, JJ. Sue. Kathy. Mandy. Cherie. Everyone. So I did these pieces earlier, like not that long ago, 2 hours ago. And I did it the same way as I did the one that I had last night. But I made two of them. One, because I'm a crazy person and I was working with Quick Coat and knew better. And two, why not create a diptych if I can? The only problem is I worked it a little bit too long, and I don't know if you guys can really see. It's there, right here. There's a little ridge where I pushed. You can kind of see it right here. the little ridge where I worked this resin slightly too long. I'm gonna see if it makes, I mean, that might be another cool effect because it looks kind of like a wave. And I'm kind of a little bit digging it. We'll see. Hey y'all. So, oh good, Holly said that they're really good with customer service, so I would reach out to them, send them a picture, video, whatever, and ask them what's up and what can be done to fix it and prevent it next time. So there. So, I've got my alcohol, the same jar bottle batch that I had yesterday. I do need to refill it though. It is 91% alcohol. I don't know that the brand matters, but should it matter? It is Mountain Falls 91% isopropyl alcohol. Oh, sorry, it's mirrored. But that's what that is. I got it off Amazon. Again, so the white that I use is the same as I did last time. I spray painted the base black. I put Stone Coat white down first, which would be that faded hazy, then the clear, then titanium white from Just Resin over top, and that's why these are like lacy cells instead of like the big spider webby cells. So, hey Justine, I loved your Indian situation the other day. So the colors that I used last time and the colors I'm probably going to use this time are Purple by Zig, Sunshine Yellow by Ranger, Deep Pink number 665 by Zig, Stream by Ranger, and Gold by Ranger. I think that's all the colors I use because that's all the colors that I have out. Oh, I used one other one that, no, it's here somewhere. There. I also used this Copic marker refill in the shade New Blue BG02. And I have a purple out, but I don't think I used it yesterday, Deep Violet. I also have handy some blending solution because I'm going to see if that makes a difference. I don't know. I don't know what goes on, but we're going to experiment with alcohol ink staining these two resin paintings. And hopefully I can narrow down, oh, Justine, I get it, how we made that intricate, interesting pattern. They sell Fireball in Australia. I saw it at a package store. So, because I just did this piece not too long ago, I'm just touching it and making sure it's not doing something funky. I'm just gonna do like I did yesterday and see if I can recreate how that looked. The piece that I did yesterday, I had done the painting on it like 5 days before, and this canvas has only been drying for a couple hours. Don't know if that will make a difference, but we're gonna see. Thank you, Sue. Oh, thanks, Doris. I'm glad you've been looking forward to it. I have two. However, I have been nervous about it because I want to figure it out. And I know that if I don't figure it out on these two, that I'm just going to feel like, what was all this for? If I can't figure it out. I don't know. Hopefully, at the very least, we'll come up with something beautiful. Oh, thanks, Mandy. I really like how yesterday's turned out for sure. I'm applying the color haphazardly and random, just as I did yesterday. But I don't think that really matters, like the order you put it on or what's next to what, because it seemed like it was, I mean, that look was consistently everywhere, so. I don't know why I put the lid back on that. Did not use a blending solution. I'm turning my heat all the way down. I know that tilting it was like the main way that I blended everything out yesterday, but I'm using the heat gun on no heat just to get that gold moving around. Now it's time to tilt. I'm just gonna, no, I'm not gonna tilt over that canvas. It's catching in that area where that wave is. There's a hair. Sorry about that sound. That would be my cell phone, not on silent. There's a moo hair. You can see it right here. This complete ridge where I worked that too hard. Yes, the bubbles from yesterday's piece stayed once cured. And it still looks super cool. Put a lot of gold on this piece, but that's okay. I think that is what's going on with my computer, is the fans going out. Again, no heat. I'm just manipulating and moving the color. I'm trying to push off some of that gold. Is B here? I think he's on the live feed. How weird. I dropped yellow and the gold's like... taking it over. I'm sorry, Chris. That little ridge is giving me problems. We're just gonna let that one live for a minute. And start on this one. And let this one start to, I think it's doing it. So whatever it is, it's not how long the piece has been setting. Oh, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So to tighten the back of my canvases, I'll spritz them with water and then use a heat gun to fast dry them. Think of it like when you have like cotton, like a cotton shirt, and you put it in your, like a dryer, and it shrinks. Same principle. All right, Gold. I'm not gonna let you take over this one. Where'd it go? Here we go. That's all I did on this one, was spritzing the back and then heat gun to tighten it. I don't want the pink to take over again, so I'm going to be careful about that. And I lost a little bit of the yellow, so I'm going to add just a little bit more of that. Cool. Maybe Jen knows why the piece does that. Yes. Very much yes. I like this one better than that one. Softer. All right. Now we wait. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Right, Doris? So it looks like it's gonna do it again. Let me switch you guys over to more Lucy. So it looks like it's going to, oops, sorry, that was way zoomed in. I guess it's just not gonna, there it is. So you can see right here, it's starting to bubble. Right here, it's doing it. The only thing I may have to like resin over this a little, not resin over it, re-ink it because it's got this edge from where I tilted it just part way. And that's not gonna be like very conducive to the flow. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But then this one, I'm super digging the soft colors. I did do a video on making the black and white, and it's starting to do it on here too. Sorry, way too close. It's starting to do it on this outside edge right here. And I found that that's how it starts. It works outside in. And it's doing it right there. And I can see the bubbles starting. They haven't dried yet, so they haven't turned into the circles like these here. When they're just drying up, they look like this. It just looks like sweat beads. And so yeah, if I were to put a heat gun on this, it would probably alleviate that. But let me show you yesterday's piece. Sorry for the movement. Sorry. Let me just show you. Okay, so when Jeff did it, it didn't do it at all. Well, it did a little bit on the outside, but it was in the black area, so you can't really see it. And it tried to, I don't know if you guys can see it, just here where that dark line is in the pink. No, it's not gonna focus. And it didn't do it at all on the Reunion Tower paint over, but on mine it was, ow. So Jeff did his with Art Coat. So I'll probably do a piece tonight, but this side I hit with a heat gun and there are none, and I let it just set up in the middle. And on this side, it has no texture. Like if you look at it sideways, there's no anything. You can run your hand across it and you can't feel it. So ATD, we art with alcohol. Sometimes we put some on the art, right? So I didn't wipe it off at all between the end of creating the black and white to right now. Like usually we wipe it off with an alcohol rag, but I don't know. I don't think it's the branded ink because I'm using a number of different brands. The only thing that's uniform would be the alcohol, and I don't think the brand of alcohol would make any difference. This particular one is Mountain Falls 91% isopropyl. Colleen, I agree. I like the bubbles. Thanks, Tanya. Did Jeff use a blending solution? I have a blending solution handy, but I don't really want to. Let's turn up a little bit of heat on this. Thank you, Kim. I think well, I don't know why it would dry different on mine than on his. If I hit it with a heat gun and don't give it time to bubble and evaporate, then the little dots don't happen. So right here where I just hit with a heat gun, there are no bubbles yet. And right here where I just ran the heat gun, there aren't any bubbles. But now that the drying is slowing, you can see it depositing bubbles again. And it's so weird that I can see it happening. Hold on. Let me bring you guys over into Lucy's world. So this is where I hit the heat gun. You can see the little lines. You can see it dry real time, and it's just depositing bubbles. Oops. Focus. Yeah, when I go around that light, it just blows out. Hi, Just Resin. Yeah, it is a chemical reaction, but I'm trying to figure out the exact reaction so that I can recreate it on purpose, which seems like I've been able to, but thanks, Natasha. I used your white to create all these wave cells. How bizarre. I don't know. So I think you could do dragon scales with this technique. So I was thinking about basically wiping off part of the... I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Debbie. I'm thinking about wiping off certain areas so that the dots are represented in some parts and not the others. Kind of like with cells, you don't want too many of them because then it'll take over and it's too busy. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one, is kind of design where this technique is happening and where it isn't. And I thought maybe it could have been the difference in art coat versus quick coat, but it's doing it on the paper. So let me show you. So this is the paper from yesterday that I poured on top of, and it did it all over this as well. I love that, and now I want to just cut it out and mount it to a canvas. So I kept it, but it did. This is just from it dropping off the canvas. So I feel excited about this because I'm a step closer to figuring out, because it did it again. I'm just now, I need to figure out why, you know? I don't know where I want to remove the dots from. I kind of like where they I don't want to get rid of any of the color really. Because if I take it off, it's going to remove the color, you know? Hey, Shy. That looks fun, bringing the dark back into it. Jen, if it's the quick coat reacting to the alcohol, then why did it happen on the paper that had no quick coat on it? Yep, it's bubbling over here too. I don't get it. I don't know, Mike. I've never tried that. So, Natasha, I believe it may explode. That sound is my, something. So, I like the way this one looks, so I'm just going to remove it so it doesn't get messed up. I think it's the fan. It's doing it on here, too. I don't know what goes on. So I'm gonna have to wreck this. Bye, Ocean. So if it was just a shiny substrate thing, then why doesn't it do this on Yupo or tiles or Jeff's piece that he did with art coat? It does sound like a printer. It is not a printer. The alcohol is 91%. That looks fun too, where it's pushing the gold. E-sorcery, I accept. Ultimately, yeah, Chris, because he was moving things around with the heat gun, trying to manipulate it before he decided to not do that. Okay. I think that's basically it, Clara. This little spoof in the middle . Possibly Sharon. Thanks, Mandy. Oh yeah, Jeff did use some blending solution, didn't he? Well, I don't know, people. I just don't. I don't understand it. The science is beyond my pay grade. Possibly Kate. I saw that, Holly, and as soon as I'm off of the feed, I will bust out the okay, fine. The vacuum cleaner. I think I almost like it. Keep losing all the fun colors when I work on different areas, but I can't let it all, like any of it, dry before another area. Because then there will be lines. Like right here. Oh, I'm sure the sky is beautiful. I'm surprised Jeff hasn't messaged me to go outside and look at it. There's probably some people out there like, why are you using so much alcohol ink? 'Cause. That's all I got. I'm just trying to interrupt any hard lines. Okay. Yeah, Clara, that's what I Googled. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks, Mandy. That's awesome, Corkster. Yeah, that's what Shai said. So now I'm going to let this piece live just a little bit and see if we get that effect again while I pick out all the little moo hairs, possibly Bowie hairs. Who knows? Coin toss at this juncture. This is like a super awesome way to get like a gradation in color. You know, I love how alcohol inks look and watercolors, but I could never like get a smooth gradation. And so being able to basically do the design work with resin, which I know how to work a lot better than alcohol inks or watercolors. And then just basically staining them with the alcohol inks. I'm like super pumped about that notion and prospect. For me, since I'm not as good with other mediums, this is a game changer in my world. Chris, is the oil a color? Can you tell if anything's busted open? Hi, Cindy. I will show you the fur babies. There's one. Right there. Thank you, Scarlett. That's awesome, Cindy. Can't wait to see it, Monica. It's clear. Is your resin broken open? Oh, I'm sure he loved it, Jen. Mama Bear, I'm always thinking about undersea pieces. Hi, Jess Abby. So basically, I do mostly resin work on the channel, but I'm staining this piece. It was black and white. I'm staining it with alcohol inks to change the color of it and get a smooth flow that I haven't been able to figure out how to do with resin alone. And I noticed a really neat texture coming up with the alcohol ink, and I wanted to try to recreate it, so that's what I'm trying to do, and it looks like it's happening. It's so wicked that I can watch it dry, and I haven't used any heat at all. It'd be awesome if it would focus. It's probably those lights. Let me try this. I would have assumed that this would happen more with an alcohol that is less potent, like a 70 or something, because it's got more of not alcohol in it. So I'm not sure what goes on, but that's another thing I can test out and see if it makes a difference. I do have some 70 here somewhere. It is the alcohol self-evaporating, but you would think that it would kind of take its time, and it didn't do this on Jeff's piece, and he let his self-evaporate as well. But I think because he used heat when he was initially manipulating it, that it just evaporated differently. I have used no heat. I was like, what is that? Is there a dog fight outside? It's not. I think that's exactly what I mentioned yesterday. Good looking out, happy chick. As the alcohol evaporates, it's beating up and dispersing the colorant on its way out. Could be Chris. Same wandering. So yeah. Have you washed the bottle it's in? Could there be dishwashing residue in the bottle? There wouldn't be, because I just get these off Amazon. Good potty, Bowie. Good boy. I just get these off Amazon and I don't have anything else in it before I just put the alcohol in it. Two test pieces, one with combo blending solution, alcohol, ink, second with alcohol, ink only. Let them both dry on their own. Done. Clara, that's my next. It's going to be my next test piece. I don't want to fill up your feeds with not resin, but I definitely think that's going to be the next test. I'm just going to see if I hit it with air. Yeah, it doesn't do it if I just go ahead and heat it. So maybe I can use that as a design element where I don't want the bubbles. So if I do it just in the dark areas, let's see if that does something. So I don't even know why I bothered taking all of y'all off of, hi Miz, off of this. So I've gone ahead and pre-dried some areas to see what goes on. And it looks like it's just going to be not textured in that area and then start to bubble as it dries on its way in. Love this like hard ring. I would love if you guys could see it. Love that. And it's doing it on this outside edge as well. Whoops. Sorry about all this sound with my stupid computer. But if it's a reaction to the quick coat, it drips to the paper when tilted. Would the reaction carry off like that? I don't know. Okay. So anyways, it's doing its thing. And it's actually in the areas that I hit it with the heat gun, it's come back in like, where am I? This little pocket right here was dry. Of course it's not going to focus, but it's come back in on itself and it's started to do the little bubbles. I don't know. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to do 3 tests. I'll have 1 art coat and 1 quick coat, and I'll maybe like half it like this, and so I'll have a blending solution side and just alcohol side. Agreed, Jen. Moisture from blowing it. So that's what she said. And I don't think I blew on the piece at all yesterday. I am noticing that the areas where I moved it with the heat gun have that line of larger dots. that's where I put the heat gun on. Same with this area where that deep break is. That's where I burnt my resin. See that wave? I'm probably going to try to utilize that in an upcoming I don't think he's going to share Bopo in an upcoming like ocean pour, I think. Lisa, get that frog. So this first one is basically dry now, and it does have the little speckles in it. I love how vibrant this pink is right here. This would be an amazing diptych. Try canned air instead of blowing. That's another good test for sure. Cujo has a treat and Bowie is very jealous about it. Thank you, Gail. So I'm going to go ahead and resin the one that I did yesterday, so we can go ahead and see what happens when we add a top layer to it. Boys. Here you go, Bowie. Have this toy. Love how all of this looks. Just see if these little alcohol ink cells stay. Bye, Sue. I like the little bubble cells as well. Bowie beans. Oh. Boys. No. It's okay. Go lay down. Here you go, Bowie. Go lay down. Right. So for the initial, like the white and black layer, I did use quick coat on this, but I'm not going to use that for the top coat because quick coat will yellow. Bye, Abby. It could be the quantity of alcohol. So I'm sealing everything in with Kemar varnish. This one is by Krylon. And this is important for two reasons. One, it helps to add another layer of sunblock to your alcohol inks because alcohol inks have a bad habit of fading over time. And two, it protects your piece from blending and moving and adjusting when the resin hits it. It just seals it in place. I have had instances where I didn't need the sealant, or I didn't have it, I didn't use it, and it didn't move at all, but just to be sure, we're gonna go ahead and seal it. Right, Mama Bear? Bye, Colleen. Be careful adding heat to a canvas that has resin on it, because when you add heat, it's gonna make your resin canvas bubble up from the heat. It just swells a little bit. So move rather quickly when adding heat. It dries really fast anyways. It's not a bad idea, Shy. Miss Erica, love the name. So I'm not only gonna coat this with the varnish, I'm also going to use Art Coat, and that will further seal in the colors and protect everything from fading. Now where's my Art Coat? Supercast. That's awesome, Chris. What kind? So this piece is a 12 by 36. Not sure how much resin I'm gonna need, but I'm gonna go ahead and make 8 ounces. Yeah, Bowie found his big boy bark too, and we've been training him away from it ever since he discovered that it was a thing. That was like one of the best things I ever trained Cujo about, was the word enough. And leave it. Leave it was a good one. Turquoise, yellow-sided, green, cheek. No idea. Bye, Justine. Oh, I know little dogs live to bark, but I feel like dogs bark at things that they're not familiar with, and like if they're scared of something, that's when they bark at it, or they don't recognize it, so they bark at it. So it's my e-science theory that as long as I introduce them to as many things as possible, they won't have anything to be unsure of, therefore have less things to bark at. I don't know if that's actual, like, a thing, but it worked with Cujo, and so we're gonna do the same thing with baby Bowie. They are both being really quiet somewhere. Makes me nervous. They're in there. That sounds like a beautiful bird, Chris. Oh, we have Stone Coat black and white back in stock as well. Also, Jeff etched this. Well, you're not gonna be able to see it. I don't know, but I had to take 2, and I think we were back ordered on a couple, so I don't know. Just put 30 of each in inventory, and we'll. Okay. Oh, that's too much, Jen. Right, Scarlett? Pretty sure it's Ghost. So in this house, it probably is Ghost. Bye, Chris. All right, I feel like this has been like 3 minutes. My hand's been tired. I haven't said this in like a little while, but make sure you mix your resin completely, fully, and properly so that you don't have weak spots in your resin or parts that don't ever cure, because that is the biggest heartache. When you think it's just gorgeous and love it, but it's still sticky the day after you pour it, but you're like, it'll be fine, it'll cure. Then a couple days go by and it's still tacky and you're like, I have faith, it will cure. And then after a week you're like, damn it. And then you have to scrape all that off and do it again. So I did those pieces with with Quick Coat. It's so nice to be working with a resin that I don't have to be like, hurry, hurry, hurry. We don't have much time. Just take my time. And it doesn't smell like the worst type of melting plastic ever invented. So I probably could have done this just fine with 5 or 6 ounces, but since it is a canvas and I know it's gonna dip in the middle just slightly, I left some wiggle room so it can fill out the rest of the way. You know what I'm saying? I almost want to add some white over the top of it, like waves. Do you guys think it would be distracting, or do you think it would work? Tell me what you think. I got my tweezers from Amazon. I'll try to remember to link it. What's the worst that can happen? I don't like it and just take it off, right? Right. I'm just collecting some resin off the surface to do these wispies with. That's too much for wispies, but same direction as the movement, I agree. So if I don't like it, we'll just take it off and re-coat it, right? Right. So this is a big jar of just resin titanium. I don't have this size jar in the store, but I can see if she'll sell me some of them if you guys are interested in large quantities. The reason why I'm not using stone coat and I'm using just resin is because I don't want massive cells, one, and two, since it's the only color that I'm using, you really wouldn't see any big awesome cells like you would normally see with stone coat's white. Let's put some heat on it and get this thing going. So just as I said before, you don't want to add too much heat because then your canvas will bow and swell in some areas. It will go back down, but you don't want it to create an uneven surface and lose some of your resin off of your canvas. Just enough heat to pop those little bubblies. What's up? So let's do a little one down here, see if we like it. And if not, we will revisit. I love doing ribbons. Don't feel nervous. Hi, Amber. So let me grab Lucy and show you guys what that white looks like that we just did. Just some waves, but I used my ribbon technique. So it's not that thick where you won't be able to see what's under it, and the cell breaks will show you what's under it as well. What do you guys think? Do more? Or scrape it off and do none of that. So this is the alcohol piece I did the other day. Boys, be sweet. I'm interested in how you get the mist effect without cells. So the mist effect without cells. Are you talking about like spritzing alcohol? If we don't like it, we can just scrape it off. No big deal. could be, Lisa. The smoke effect, but with no cells. I would use a type of white that doesn't have any cell properties in it, maybe an acrylic. Yeah, I like that area too. So what do you guys think? Leave the ribbons or are they okay? Thank you, Shy. I'm digging the ribbons too. I think I'm gonna add just something right here, and I might loop this in because it looks like it kind of goes nowhere. And because it's a little disconnected, I feel like I need to add something there. So maybe the last two, just partial ribbons. Oh, thanks, you guys. I know sometimes my ideas seem like way out there, But if I don't try them, they'll just get stuck in my head and I can't move on till I know that either I don't like it or that I do like it. So it's shifting to the middle, which is a given because of there being the piece being done on canvas rather than a board. So that's going to add a little bit extra movement as well. I think a metallic ribbon would look good as well, for sure. I don't know that any colors have faded, because if that were the case, the dots wouldn't be so evident. Let's switch. It could have, but and it still might, but I don't think so. You can tell it's sinking in the middle because of these little wispies. These little striations on this side of the ribbon. Probably one of my favorite parts is this one. But I'll do a true color video. Upper left, so this one. Thanks, Holly. Could be Kathy. Oh, thank you, Clara. Agreed, Mandy. The pink. I know, camera does not. This one? Yeah, doesn't do justice at all. Say what?
Angry and tired.
Hangry?
Hangry.
Who's making you hangry?
I'm hangry. I'm hungry. What? Why are you barking?
Y'all, she's been here like all day. How are you gonna bark at her now? So, that wouldn't be good.
Well, let's
Boys.
Oh, the Beardens took over Barcadia.
I had no idea that it was even like available.
Yeah, they just announced it 2 hours ago. Okay, well, let me know when you're done and if you want to go with me tonight.
Where are you thinking about going?
I don't know. You know I like low key, so.
If I don't have to flat iron my hair, I'm down.
Well, I can tell you right now, I may throw makeup on, but it's not getting much better than this.
Sweet, because I don't want to change clothes either.
I mean, you may have to put on different pants, but other than that, I think you're good. Just
have to
put
put
on
on
some
different
yoga pants.
I guess I have some
I
of
think
those
the
somewhere.
plaid may be a little much.
Don't jock on my style. I'm just trying to live my best life here.
I think you're perfectly fine other than that. Okay, text me. Bye.
I said bye. All right, I will be posting that. Thank you, Scarlett. I remembered. Right, Tracy, for sure. Probably for the other two that I will leave sans white streamers because, or the ribbons, because it looks like Lisa Frank zebra waves. I'm not going to put any white on the top of this one because I think it's just bomb.com like it is. I'm going to let it dry completely overnight, then tomorrow I'll seal it a few times and then we'll top coat it. Yeah, she's saying that maybe my Jam Jam pants may not be the best for being in public, whatever. Thank you, Amber. What? You want to come up here and say hello to people? Let's change the cameras. I know it. Uh-huh. Oh, it's getting serious. Come here, miss. Come here. So, come here, Bubba's. Come here. So, on behalf of me and all the boys, can I both kiss? Thank you. Thanks for watching and seeing what I'm up to today and experimenting with me. I think that this piece is gonna be one of my new faves, and it may be fading. I think the pink is blending out a little bit. It's picking up right here. Okay, boys. Cheese and crackers. I'm glad I've given you new ideas, Doris. I hope I've inspired you guys to get out there, do something new. Tracy, thank you. Try something new. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't go by whatever general rules. Absolutely, Amber. Shoot me a message. Right, Mandy? Break the rules. Don't do what you're supposed to do. No. Try something new. Get out there. Check us out on all of our other social media stuff. They're all listed right here. And we love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bowie. Jeez. Be kind to one another. You never know what someone may be going through. It's easy to be kind. It's stressful to be mean. Okay. Oh my goodness. Boys. Come on, man. My children, right? Don't get worked up. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. It may be earlier in the day. I will post in ATD's Poor People on Facebook what time exactly, but we will be revisiting the test. Maybe not. That probably won't be tomorrow because I won't have time for the art coat to set fully. Scratch that. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be early. Probably would be regular resin painting though, instead of alcohol ink staining. Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye. Bowie says bye, and Moose says bye.